Is there more to entertainment than 500-channel TV and zillion-dollar movies? Turning the sound up and your mind off? Is there still a place where fun involves thinking, imagining, doing? Some of us think so, and we find it in a game. Magic the Gathering. All you need to play is a brain, a deck, and a friend.
Hey everybody, it's Deluxe. Please let me know if everything's coming through loud and clear in the text. I see my buddy in arms, little fight, but other than that, it's awfully quiet. So what I've been doing the last few days is trying to revamp this land destruction deck. What happened? Well, there was a lot of things that happened. Before I get talking too much about it, I just want to make sure that if I'm just talking to a wall, as I like to say, or not. So chime in, please, if you're out there watching live, just a little something so I can make sure that this feed's going through all right. That being said, hey, Shirazmon's there. Okay. What I wanted to go over here, I've been really in a ramp kick lately. I've got all kinds of different variants of it. One of the ones I liked was this person named Be Serious. Got a 5-0 at this ramp build. I was real tempted to play this today, but it has 17 lands, 4 elves, 4 sprawls, 4 gross, 4 thermokarsts. It's a lot more angled towards what do you call them? Land destruction. Anyway, so we've got 4 reclaiming vines. Everything's coming through fine on my end even this time, so I'm not sure what that 4K thing is. Hey, Rolas, good to see you. For Reap and Sows, the Shamblers, and he had these Ophies, and just a really cool different take on sideboard. But what really caught my eye, I'm not playing this today, but we're playing something very close to it, were the Deadly Recluses. That was just kind of my, I was just kind of studying these a little bit, and for what it's worth, it kind of just demands respect. Let's be serious. Deadly Recluse is good against Delver. It's good against Izzet Delver. It's good against Elves via Vanguard and stuff like that. It's good against Stompy. It's good against Affinity. It's good against Dimir because of Angler. It requires a real removal spell, and so taking that to heart, when I did have Penumbra Spider and other builds, which I still love, but you invest 4 mana to drop this thing, and either a Vapor Snag or something else can get it. This is just half that cost, and you're able to, just at least have the ability to race a little bit quicker. So this is the deck I'm going to be playing today. It's a variant on the red deck that I took a while ago. It has 14 lands. Don't worry, because we have 4 land grants, so it feels like 18. And hopefully we don't get flooded, but we all know we will because I'm streaming. So we got 1 very cool mountain. The rest are forest. We got Wild Growth, Utopia Sprawl, 3 Tinder Wall. I needed to cut 1 for a little bit of room. 4 Arbor Elves. I'm running all 4 Recluses via that logic that I was just talking about. It's just, I never dislike seeing these, and against Delver, it's the best deck there is. So you've got to have an early answer and wait until turn 4. It felt like I was being the bully once the mid game reached, but early on it was wasn't doing much. So that being said, 4 land grants, 4 thermokarsts. We've got 4 acid moss, 3 reap and sows, 2 mold shamblers, and I'm running 2 earth rifts main. I tried Stone Rain, and the red wasn't soon enough. So that being said, between the Tinder Wall, the Utopia Sprawl, and the Mountain, this flashback cost hasn't been an issue yet. And this plays like it's like cheating in 2 more land destruction spells on top of what we got. Running all 4 Tuskers. I just love these things. And then obviously 4 Umogs. We've lost the fetch package for this week anyway. It might be back. in our sideboard. 2 Nature's Claims, follow up by 2 Gorilla Shamans. Give kind of an affinity package here. Quiet Disrepair is really obviously good against Burn and Delver. The Marasas have moved to the sideboard for now, and I know we'll probably run into nothing but Burn. But hello there, Fun 18. Sorry, I haven't checked up on the chat in a sec. And 3 Swirling Sandstorms. The whole reason I built this thing this way was to take the green shell, which was great unless you faced elves or like really swarmy decks, and then it was just no amount of fogs or whatever, you just would kind of delay the inevitable. And so I needed that assurance that there was a little bit of hope I could draw into and blow things up. Because, you know, yeah, you can, there's some games when you can land destruct elves out of the game and they're just locked out, but to be realistic, that usually doesn't happen, especially if Quarian Ranger shows up or the priests. So anyway, I'm going to run over to the league room here, and hopefully the pages don't bounce around, and we'll see what we can see. Bonus chicken, Rolla, Sharazamon, a little fight, and fun 18. All right. Oh, I just put Penumbra in. All right, yeah, I got, exactly. I was just, I don't know if just in a funk or what, but it was like every time I play Ponza, which is a lot because I do like that style, I would run into elves, and it was like, gosh, wasn't this the 3 months ago deck? But just the way things roll out. So yeah, it was just, you know, I think that the Deadly Recluse has that, I don't know, that aura about it, that it just doesn't feel like a really great card. But when you truly just look at it for what it is, just 2 mana for it, it's quite a bit of card for 2 mana, and I'm just really enjoying when I'm seeing it. It's maybe I should just run 3 of it. I'm not sure. I cut something for the whoops, excuse me here. Let me kill this. A little shaky today. I cut something for the trying to get the Mold Shambler in because I really needed that way. There's a lot of games when Journey to Nowhere takes over and such. So we've got a turn 2 Reap and Sow here, but not much else. But I'm not going to say no to this hand. We'll keep it. Let's go like this. Boom, right on cue. All right, here we are. Let's do this. On the draw, got plenty of land. Don't want to see anymore, really. This is a really good sign because technically the only way you lose to Boros with Ponza is if they just have like all galvanic blasts and lightning bolts pointed at your head like in one mid to late turn. So that can be interesting there. All right, we'll lead off with our little elf persuasion and go from there. Hopefully everybody's had a really good week. I sure have. Let's see, there won't be any shows for the next 2 weeks. Going to Hawaii. I thought it was kind of fitting to do a land destruction since I'm going to be so close to the volcano. Actually, we're going to Kauai, which is the furthest. If that big volcano is at 4 o'clock, then I'm going to be at about 10 o'clock. Quite a ways away, so not to worry. Okay, well, let's do this. It's okay. Get rid of our dude there. We'll drop this. I'm going to say put this on here for red, and then I'll use the other one. Not quite sure if I should do that or that. Let's spread out our land love here. We don't have any elves yet. No, Moros is going to save that, so 6 will be plenty for that. Don't want to put too much on that. Yes, sir. Green-white ramp. This kind of sucks because he definitely has 2 colors out, but we're going to be bringing in our enchantment package with the Nature's Lore. I forget what the 1 blue. They gain 4 life. Really good against this early X's 1 mana land destruction. So we shall see. Let me write down what the hell we're playing against. Boros. Yeah, it's kind of like my green ramp deck with a little bit of red for sweep ability, and there's 2 Earth Rifts main. My goodness, I hope this guy's not multi-queuing. What was that, just last week we had that? Or was that the week before? I can't quite remember. The person that just zoned out and didn't play. It's like most boring thing ever. That was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think. All right, here we are. And set. Woohoo! Okay, well, I can just kick this out with 6 here, and then we'll be able to entwine it. And go after this. Get rid of their sources of white, even though we already know they've got a den. That's how the hawk showed up. And with that, we could go grab our mountain, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to grab this for the acceleration of this. And here we are. So now whatever we cast or draw, we're going to be able to cast. But like I was saying, my whole quest with this style of build is that eternal trying to get rid of screw and flood. So hopefully we don't draw many more lands here. Oh, I know. Yes, that's why I've been losing quite a few ticks lately. I had throwing all my theories out in just tournament settings, just a trial by fire, because you can't really test with land destruction. People just quit, and just like I called it, there we go. So if we don't draw some Deadly Recluse here pretty quick, we might be in some trouble. I'm going to hold this back, just pretending like it's something, because we don't have to really worry about discard here. And what's cool too with the land being the way it is, if you know, this blocks Ninja all day long. I mean, there's a reason Augur Bolas is played a lot for very many reasons, but one of them is it's just a great defender, and these three-bodied creatures are a deal at 2 or 3 mana, but for 1 it's just unheard of. So we're really missing our, oh god, here we go, thanks Twitch, our Pulse of Marasa here. No fault of mine, but we're just we fetched lands and now we're just drawing lands. We've only got 14 of them. And let's see, yeah, we're looking at almost half of them, and we have 47 cards left. I think we're just going to get burned out here. Yep, just don't know it's been weeks like that. It's on their end, and nothing I can do about the error on Twitch's end. Deshaun McLean seems to be browser issues. Chrome being an error, Firefox works for him. Yeah. All right. I think we're dead here. Well, that will help, but it's probably going to get met with some rage here. At this point, I'll probably sack the wall to kill that dude. But he's got a Galvanic Blast. We're going to be shot out of the sky anyway here. Remember, there's no Pulse of Marasas in this main. Wasn't counting on drawing that many lands in a row. Yep. Going down to an... Oh, this one felt like we were going to run away with it real early, but we're definitely going to start off with a loss here unless I can't even really think of something that could come up. Maybe I could randomly draw 3 cards. Who knows? And dead. At least next turn. I dropped my pen. Maybe that's what did it. Hey. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that sucks. We're dead next turn. I'm just curious what our next cards are. Hey, look at that. More stuff we don't need. Alrighty. Well, that being said, Nature's Claim is going to be really good against Journey and early lands. I'm also going to bring in the Shamans. I'm going to take out our... let me see here. I like the Shamblers. I'm going to take out the Earth Rift, one of them. Recluses... about our only air defense now. The one thing I really do miss against this matchup in particular, this is probably one of the only matchups where Recluse is strictly worse than Penumbra Spider, because they just, outside of the Journey to Nowhere, which they want to save for Crushers, they just couldn't deal with it. So we will... this is rough. Lose 1, 1. We've got the early stuff going down here. Kind of want a pulse to pull us back from life lost land, but got to remember everything we're going to be drawing we're going to be able to play. So I'm going to try to keep it thin and go from here, and hopefully we draw some amounts of Shaman and can kind of keep them back with the Recluses. If not, we'll be in Loserville. Hosting you today, sir. Thank you for that. Also, your card frame inspired me on my last MTG stream, so thank you for being awesome. Ah, that's sweet of you. Thank you for watching. Ooh, yeah, like I said, I looked into the whole, every once in a while I'll get overzealous and I'm like, yeah, man, maybe I should try to do this more often and stuff. I got a lot of free time lately, and I'm just like, man, I get so burned out. I don't know how people can even do it, stream twice a week. They just, yeah, I don't know. It's I see people on like those 48-hour streams and all this stuff, and it's just like, no thanks, no thanks. I don't want to burn out of the thing I love. So, oh man, but a lot of tech issues today. Hope you guys can figure that out. That's very strange. I submitted the deck. Let's see. It's very nice when you play non-blue decks because you just get to play what you draw. Normally I might cut a Tinderwall here, but there's not many ground attacks coming at me. Thinking That means bouncing screen means round has started. Woo! Yeah, we want to go first. This is a really good hand. We will keep it. But we said that last time. Hopefully we don't draw 18 lands in a row because we only have 14. That would be really weird. That would be awesome to see that happen. Like, we know we're playing a deck with 10 lands, and then on Twitch live, we draw the 11th land and be like, I knew this system was against me. Yes, this is a quite the debaucherous weekend for me. Wife and family kind of out of town. Just got a lot of Magic planned to play, so I'll probably be a bit hydroblasted while doing so. Always fun to mix a little libation with Magic, at least in my findings. Loosey goosey. Bazooka Bog. I want to blow up something he needs. I'm going to pass tonight watching until the end. Kids are in bed. All right. Nice. Man, where you at, Fun? Okay, well, this one will be quickly done. We're just going to keep him off lands here. He's probably, hopefully has a Karoo land. I'm going to get these things dead. Here we go. UK, all right. Very nice. Yeah, we were having UK weather for the longest time up just until this last few days. It got really, really hot. I was doing my beach walk this morning and sweating quite a bit more than I wanted to, but it's all good for you. Been able to, despite my having wine back in my diet, I've kept my diet, everything else the same, and I'm still right at the weight I was. So that was a really nice, what'd you call that? Drawback? Draw forward? I think we got this one. Notice I say think. I don't get too rambunctious with. There's just something, you know, they always talk about the power of positive thinking. Littlefight's huge on that, and he's proven it to me many, many times. I think there's also a power of negative thinking. Like, I can think like almost unanimously, like, don't draw a land. There's only 2 left, and boom, it'll come up. So here, anything we draw is good. We'll save that little surprise for later. I'm just going to keep it pure here. We'll keep our Shambler. We could, let's see, we've got 5. Yeah, we could kick the Shambler if we sacrifice the wall, but right now it's our only red source, so I'm just going to keep it like this. Oh, so much LD. Yeah, it's really fun when in games 1, if it would have shown up, when Earthrift shows up, because it's at that point when you're kind of, you locked them out, and you're like, I just need to draw one more, and you don't, because it's in your graveyard, and you can flash it back. I was toying around with up to all 4 of those, and that actually might even be the right build. I'm not sure. But like I said, Stone Rain, it was just too quick. It was like, you know, I always wanted it to be that on turn 4 was when I was able to cast it, and I was like, I might as well have it be able to flash back here. It's not many options going to be going through that. You know, I think I'm going to wait on a colored source here. Stream Papa. All right. Newest streamer, no name, just getting started. That's how everybody goes. Yeah, I don't think anybody's back when I started doing it. I know there some of the regulars back then, or I think it was Bow Unicorn, and all the other names are skipping me at the point, but they were going. I think they burned out because it was just like all of a sudden just not there. All right. So we've got a nice target for the Shambler. Okay, here we go. I got lots of red sources now. It's feeling pretty good. We'll go like this. Eat some of this. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, let's blow up the Hope here. 4, 5, 6. Get some real threats going down here. The one thing I learned from the player Be Serious with his 5-0 list, I've never been able to find them online, but is the over reluctance I was having on Shamblers. It's great when your deck's going along and stuff, but they really are a 6 mana spell, and you can hard cast them obviously if you need a blocker in a pinch, but I think I was relying on them a little too heavily, so a lot of my builds now I've cut them down to 2 or 3 because you definitely don't want to be looking at them in your opening. So Rolas, this is cruel. Alright, well, here's something we don't want to draw. Well, he was being cruel last game. What you gonna do? Let's attack. Oh, T-Core2, nice. Yeah, you run into quite a bit of venom when you run this kind of list, but What's nice here with this kind of build, though, is Shaman really, he does a lot more than just blow up lands. I mean, I obviously wouldn't bring it in against Dimir, but against sometimes like Tron, bringing in one or something is a lot of fun because, boy, you can just chew up all of their mana fixing prisms and stuff. It's, or most decks, it would be a big pain, but see, it's already drawn hate. Down comes an artifact. Or not. Hey, now I really want to draw some land destruction. We're not out of the woods yet. Boy, this is maddening. I'm just going to cast this. And you know, we're sitting on a forest, got a land grant. There's only a few left. You know what we're going to draw next turn, right? The power of negative thinking. Raw. All right. Artificer's Assistant. Nice. Yeah, I have a Blue Robots build I played a few months back, and I was trying to fit that in there, but I think I was falling for the new card smell a little too much. Come on, we just need to draw anything that isn't a land or an enchant land. It's starting to get away from us here. We need to keep on this land train. Or the theme of the damn deck, the Olmog's Crusher. It'd be nice if that showed up. We've already prevented about 7 damage to the head. Boy, I sure wish I had Marasa. Ding! Go back and get it. Like I said, I'm not sure this is the build. I've just been trying to tune this thing and work it out. Really like the sideboard. And when I look at it in theory, I'm like, this is a good deck here. Hopefully I can pilot it well today. Yeah, and let us know, Sean McLean, when you are streaming next few days. Just shoot me an email or something, because I'm usually never on Twitch unless I'm doing this. We'll be happy to host you. Or just, oh God, yep. Here we go. Power of negative thinking. Land grant. Down we go. It's maybe looking for removal or just not drawing his stuff. Prismatic Strands, I like seeing that. It thinks we're on all green. Hopefully the Crusher will show up. Yeah, fun. That is so true. And it happens a lot. Well, especially with the this Tinderwall build, it can, in theory, come out even the same. I still like Fault Grinder. I know you hate it, but I like it in this list. Well, I would like seeing it right now. I'd like seeing just about anything other than a land or an enchant land. I got a few emails from just random people that definitely aren't on the chat, but I think they watch afterwards. JaceMan78 way up at the top. Sorry I missed you there, bud. Anyway, they were just like, oh no, it was the guy's burn list that we played last week. He was like, damn, those were some just atrocious luck draws, this, that, and the other. I was like, I go, I know it's not even it's just beyond being mad at this point. It's just this funny thing that we're just always kind of living with. So, alrighty. Well, he's at 7. May attack, may not. I don't want to see that damn, you-know-who, the Monarch guy. This is when it's so frustrating. It's like I packed so much land destruction in this, and look, they're slipping away from us. That's why the Earth Rift, or whatever that red one is in there, the red flashback one. Been really getting into Naruto. My kids started watching it, and I didn't like the first few, but, you know, trying to do the fatherly thing and at least experience what they're going through, and sure glad I stuck with it, because really neat cartoon. Pretty old, but which is cool. You can just sit there and binge forever. So yeah, maybe I'll put that in my notes, Decor, the Fault Grinder. Not that it missed my eye, but obviously here I'm going to try to nail Skyfisher if he does come over. That'll be happy to trade. Where did our deck go? That's kind of the question of the day here. When we draw 2 lands and a land grant. Alrighty, well, we're not going to live long if we let this stuff hit, and the whole reason this is here is to trade, so boink. Might make a little bit more sense if we had a Marasa more build with this. So, alright, I'll take that. It's a little bit of flood, a little bit of everything. Oops, don't have to do that. 6 is enough. Entwine. Let's go get some stuff. Like a mountain. That way, if we do draw, we'll be set. But we've only got 4 turns here. Bum, bum, bum. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can cast anything we draw. Maybe I cursed us because I said this is usually a very easy matchup, but basing that on the old list with the Penumbra Spider, and it's just that such a roadblock as it sits now. We don't have much time. Oh, got a pretty funny for our second break Orson Welles commercial, one where he was drunk on camera for this old wine commercial in the 80s. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. It made the rounds of the internet quite a bit, but oh god, just all right. Well, obviously the universe doesn't want us to win this first round. We have 14 lands. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. So there's like 3 cards left and 38, and we draw one of them. That's fun. I'm not even gonna look at this. Yeah, let's cast it, right? Reveal our hand. Let them know, like, you're getting lucky, sucker. Ugh, God, it's frustrating. It's going to be time to block with Arbor Elf. Yeah, for 7 mana. Howlyoza. I know the evoke trigger, but this is really feeling like the this RG list needs Marasa. I know a lot of you are probably rolling your eyes because I like that card so much, but that trade and go sort of stuff might be really telling here. All right, here comes More Than Half Our Life. It'll be blocking. Can't believe this is going to lose to Boros. This is like typical outing, though. I mean, you take your deck and you tweak it to fix the problem of like a fast Delver draw, and then it gets weaker in the other areas. So, yeah, there's no way out of this. If we had Claws of Wirewood, I've often thought of bringing that in even instead of the Recluse, because it does 3 damage to everything with flying and each player, and it cycles for 2 mana. So I really like that card. And I know my old Greenland list, I played a few of them. Problem was me with that card. You might want to really try it out, though, because right here it would save us for sure. But well, this isn't going to work, is it? Not as a creature. We'll cycle and see what we get. It's not going to be much, though. But I'm too impatient. I'm always trying to cycle the thing. But so I did kind of watch. If it's a land, I'm just thanks a hell of a lot, Twitch. All right, we're down through no fault of your pilot here. That was all deck curse crap. Ah, whatever. Good grief. Yowza. 14 lands. You can see why when I went 5-0 with that other list, I got it down to 11. And it's like, I want to get the percentages up a little bit. In theory, that shouldn't work, should it? Yeah, that's why I'm saying little fight. I think so too with Marasa and like Falkreiner, because then you could evoke it in a pinch, bring it back, and then keep it around. But this kind of more of the same, and you're paying more for it. And 1 more damage, but I know how we can make the round start. We'll discuss the deck. So yeah, check this out. 14 lands, technically 18 if you count land grants, but there's lost my niece's pilgrimage. What was happening with some of the other builds that I had was I was fetching, and then I would either draw what we just saw, lands, or more fetch. And I even tried to make the storm thing work, but there's just not enough stuff going on left. Your opponent's just going crazy, and if they're going crazy, they're usually winning that turn. So yeah, so this was that list that 5-0'd, and just running these Ophies is a pretty cool thing. But I mean, this 4 spot's just clog city. And I think this is where my mono green list is at the moment. I'm running, the 4-set package, 4 land grants, 13 lands, so it's a total of 17. 3 Recluses have made it into mine, so we shall see. All right, gotta get that just right. Ah, darn it. Get bouncing screens. Alrighty, yeah, we'll keep this. Close this out and go from here. I really like the Tinderwall. Even when you do draw that one late, All right. Here's the auto lose matchup, at least game one. And you can see we're helping him out with elves. Probably want to get that out now before I can even it'll trip Vanguard. Just want to hope that he doesn't have another mana producer here. Pretty cool art. Love the new art. Nope. Out comes the pain. Alrighty. We have this and this. Bring this out. Tap that. 3 will get me that. I'm just going to cycle this bad boy. Our only hope's a crusher here. I doubt we're going to get, but maybe that'll at least give him pause. Who knows? The Recluse. Yeah, I think I looked at that. Pain additional G. Enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, destroy target creature with flying. 2G, huh? That's what I was finding out, like I was saying at the top of the show, was that I was losing really poor or badly when it came to, God, very cool lands. Don't want to blow these up, but look at this. Most of these decks run about like 11, 12 lands, and they've already got 3 against land destruction deck. Just not my day already, and it's round 1. This is unreal. Gonna let this through. There's only the one, but my elf even helps hurt it, so I should be blocking with that pretty soon. We're probably dead next turn. Yeah, I'm just going to go to game 2, guys. Already online. I can blow stuff up. I mean, if he was stuck at 1 land, maybe fight this one through, but Swirling Sandstorm's in. Serrated Arrow's in. I'm going to take out Thermokarst. We're going to leave in Acid Moss because we can hit our own guys for that. Reap and Sow, same sort of logic. Earth Rift comes out. Sandstorm's going to help trigger the Threshold. So we've got room for one thing to come back in. Maybe a Pulse of Marasa might be warranted here. Let's get our life back in order. So we've got all our ramps still. We're getting rid of our early mana killing stuff. This can nab stuff. This can go beyond fetch only, and this can kill one of our own lands to put 2 cards in the yard for a threshold if we're sitting on Sandstorm. So at one point I had all 4 of these in the sideboard, but I was thinking like that looks a little extreme. Let's go. Yeah, that'd be cool, T-Core. Like I said, not like I'm 5-0ing with this today, right? Already down a game, and now we're up against the worst matchup. All right, thinking time. We got a lot of elves. Do have the enchantments here. Gosh, if they just have a typical elf draw, but whatever we draw into, we're going to be able to do stuff with. I'm going to ship this. Well, that's pretty good looking later. We don't have much way to get there now, though. Good grief. Talk about drawing your sideboard. Did you guys keep this? Pretty far away from getting a threshold, and having all 3 of them isn't really doing much for our board. We do have the mana fixing already there. This is when we'll get mana screwed. Yeah, Thresher Beast's pretty cool tech. I was looking into that too. Yeah, I think you're right there, Rollis. It might be. You know, there's sometimes you can beat it like 2 or 3 games in a row because if Quirion Ranger doesn't show up or they don't have a flooded elf draw, but it's just the nature of the universe. You play land destruction, your opponent gets flooded. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this either, guys. Just want to make sure it wasn't me. All right, we'll keep this. We got enough fixing. I want to draw another land here. We'll lead out with the elf, and hopefully we can make this arrows online early. Only good against a few things, but they're pretty good things. Ooh, there's another mana dork. All right. Mana. All right. I'm going to hit this on green the first time. Undo it. Tap it for this and this on red. Come on, slow start. Love this dude's taste in forests. Very cool. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3 will get us that. We'll cycle this now. Go get our mana. So we can block with our wall. Play this. Reveal this. Do this. Play this. And then we will wait. I can also trip the wall if Timberwatch gets out of hand or something that's coming at me. Now that we've got access to red mana. Oh boy, that's death number 1 right there. Alright. No Vanguard here. Don't be a Vanguard. Yeah, good question there. Oh, yuck. Kill the beast. Cool. That's not gonna work. Next turn I'll be able to get it. The problem is my real target was the Timberwatch elf. This guy kind of seems a little slow on that. Well, we still got the target here. Let's go like this. We'll blow up the Spider Silk Armor, which will kill the Quarian Ranger. Oh yeah, I looked in there that I think the sub thing you have to do at least 3 times a week. And it just wasn't happening. So here we got a nice Tinderwall trick. I don't know if you guys know any different, let me know, but I think I looked into that and it's like, gotta be such and such, you know, member. And I'm like, okay, well, how do you do that? And they're like, well, you have to stream at least 3 or 4 times a week. And I was just like, not doing that. So we got quite a few targets here, but I think it might be worth, yikes. Gosh, what do we kill? I think the Tinderwall trick might work. A lot of people don't see that. You can sacrifice it and pay a red source to do 2 in response to maybe a Timberwatch trigger. That Vanguard, I've got to kill that thing. Shoot. Oh, I wish I knew what I was going to draw next turn. What's that? Dark Steel Pendant I used to run. That's why I wish I had that right now. It doesn't have land. I kind of want to save that for... I'm not going to be able to stop that Vanguard if I do that. I think I ought to take... No, I'm just going to leave it. Not a good draw. You know how many crushers I run on this, everybody? 4. How many have we seen? None, son. All right. Here we go. Is he going to trip this on himself? Because that'll count for that, and that. That'll be 1, 2, 3. Fortunately... that sucked. There was a punt. I shouldn't have attacked. I should have saw that. So flustered with these. Not seeing my Olmog when I've got the math. Birch Lower's out. Here comes Mr. Mana Package. Sucks having an elf as one of your linchpins for your deck against a deck that counts elves. Already have it. Bring this down. I'm going to keep that for that. I want to block this turn. I've got to keep, as much as this is the thing, you know, we've got any sort of slow up, we might have been able to pull this one through, but that timing of that spider silk really threw off my arrows there. Ugh, I've only got 2 now, too. Of course, you've got to remember, we can put 3 things in the yard pretty quickly, and that'll get us up to threshold if we draw it. So the name of the game right now is either Olmog or bait him into overextension. Yep. Here's enemy number 1. I got to kill this thing right when something drops, which he'll be able to keep it alive, and then it'll get a counter on it, and that will suck. The Vanguard's out. The Priest is here. Yeah, this is a tough spot. Trip the Vanguard now. He saves it, but because of the nature of it, it'll actually survive. Ay, 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 ay. Well, I think I'm going to have to... But if I do it now, I might be able to kill that with this. No, I want to kill the Priest for sure. I thought he had more... maybe he does have a 1-drop there. That's why I didn't want to do that at that point either. Shoot. I'd be messing up all over. Well, yeah, this is really helpful. It'd be nice if that was an 8/8 body, right? Well, I've got 2 blockers now. I definitely don't need the mana for anything. Oh, I love Rancid Earth. And out she comes anyway. Bam! And now at this point I want my Arbor Elf dead. Hopefully there's no... That's gonna suck. Okay. I'm gonna put it on this. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. This is getting brutal. Getting to that point now where even a swirling sandstorm isn't really going to get me out of this thing. This was the whole reason for this design was so that I had hope against this matchup, and it's not feeling very hopeful now. I'm really wanting to lean on my old theories of buying turns via fog and a whole bunch of life gain, because I just got to, maybe the key is I got to find a way for it to make something unblockable against swarm decks. You know, some players play like the Sprout Swarm here, but man, you talk about a clock eater. We could sure make a lot of tokens and block for a lot of times. Maybe go that route. Yeah, this is getting away from us here. I think, was it Fun or said, I forget who it was, it said, I think the best turn 1 play against elves when you're playing a ramp deck is probably to scoop. It's like, yep. That's a good call. Yeah, our little blow up wall trick here doesn't even work. We'll go like this and say, Huzzah! Maybe it'll keep us alive. What'd you do today? I got to blow up a tinder wall. He didn't even try to save it. No need to, because we're dead. Alright. Fast destruction. Dead, dead, dead. Let's see what we were going to draw. Oh, yeah. Look at that. big old 8/8 forest. And another way to get a forest. Good God, you would think 14 lands wasn't all that much. Of course, when you do count the land grants, that can be... Couldn't start worser. I know that's not a word, but I'm making it one. 0202. Not too bummed that we lost to elves, because that's what I said at the outset. That's tough. But Boros, it's like, oh, I really felt the pain of not having my Penumbra Spider there. So, yowza. Oh, I've even thought of like treetop bracers and stuff like that. I just don't want to junk up the deck. Need to find something organic that makes it unblockable and draws a card. I guess Frog Tongue, something like that. That doesn't make things unblockable. That just lets you block flyers. But something along those lines that generate that sort of advantage. I even thought like, well, hell with it. Maybe just put in a bunch of lands and play those elves that there's a few cards that like, well, there's Explore. Let's play another land a turn for that turn. Then you draw a card. Then there's that one elf that you just, it's like you can put another land into play this turn. But you talk about situational openings though. Hey, the screen didn't bounce. Hopefully we can get a thing called a win. Boy, it'd be nice if this was against Delver, right? We'll keep this. Seen better, seen worse. And off here we go. Big spiders. Yeah, imagine that. Drawing something you have 4 of. He's looking at you, Karasha. Hey. Oh, this will be spicy. Now it's time to lose to... oh, is this one land spy? It's great when it works. It's beautiful. And something we are definitely not going to be that great against. Bring this dude out. Reveal our hand. Keep on moving. Elvish Pioneer, that's the one, yeah. Sakura Tribe was the one I've played for about 3 weeks straight. Still might, still do, not sure. Alright, well, we have this. I will drop that Shambler as soon as possible, even at the expense of the wall. So, happy Friday, little readers. Boy, oh, so there's a little bit of drama in our family. It was last weekend. My youngest is kind of the oldest as far as just maturity level stuff. It's really weird. But my oldest is, pestering him, and he got warned many a time, and the youngest threw his cell phone at him, hit him right here, cut him open, had 4 stitches. Pretty burly, but talk about learning a lesson. Yeah, one land spy versus Fonza. It's just one of those days, ain't it? It's like, yeah, look at, talk about not needing 50% of your deck. So yeah, very unusual too, because my boys are about the furthest thing from being like violent kids. I'm just doing this for the body, not really to thwart him on any sort of mana. Wall's not doing much good. I just want to get to that life total. So yeah, it was a trip. It's kind of like when the kid gets tired of being bullied and gives somebody a nice big punch in the mouth. Similar to that, but with a cell phone. I told him he's got to change up his story, make it a little bit more masculine. Say he got in a fight with a pirate or something. Ah, boy. I might have to come to the conclusion that this build sucks. The way it's been playing today. I had a lot of fun games with it prior. Wasn't going to bring it in here to get just trounced, but it's just really playing clunky. At least we're not drawing a bunch of land destruction. I can't complain too much. Is that true, Shiraz? I thought I know they need, they're able to generate mana the other way. I think there's an out here still. Yeah, that's what I thought so too, T-Core. It's definitely maybe adds a turn or two to it, but, and he can't really block because he's really going to need it. Oh, here we go. Wish him luck. Won't need it if he's got it. The only land that's out is that one. In fact, yeah, I was trying to build no land spy for a while there, but watch and see. All of a sudden they've got 5 mana. 7 total if they pop the Petal or the Cantor. My oldest son is super gentle, says fun. My youngest does his best to protect him. Yep. And we lose to 1 land spy. Splat. Yeah, my oldest is definitely the jock of the two, but you only push people so far sometimes and they let you have it. And that's definitely what happened there. So here's another case for Marasa. If we had the mana, might be able to stay alive here. I think they are, if you get to like 26 or higher, they can't kill you with that deck, but also the probably the one deck we would want to face as far as like, hey, we should be favored here, and you're going to be able to do it. Not turning into a fun Friday for me. I don't want to be 0-3 to start this off. We're already 0-2. Exactly 20. Doink. All right. Knowing that. Well, it's time to get rid of a lot of land destruction. Same sort of thing as with the elf build. We're just going to want to get rid of stuff that we can at least go fetch things with. We can, I guess we could hit our own stuff here. You know, this could get rid of a Petal at a crucial time, but so could this, and this can hit. So we'll bring these in. I think I'd stop at bringing these in. We're going to bring in our land and our life package so that we can get out of range, hopefully. I'll lose the acid mosses here. So what are we trying to do here? We got ways to kill the Lotus if it shows up, and just attack. Got ways to gain life, and hopefully these crushers show up. See? Evidence. 4 crushers. I have 4. I don't know if we've seen one yet. And just trying to get more men on the field. Got a lot of dead cards, being that there's only 1 land. We blow it up, that's cool. If not, I don't care. I just really want to have a heavy accelerating draw into a crusher. Even that's not that good against them, though. If you think about it, they just sit back and have nothing out. It's the land grant tournament. Four. Oh, they bring in crushers from the board? Interesting. How on earth do they do that? Oh, sort of a Exhume style build. We can always pull some Marasa and throw them back in their hand. No, other than pull some Marasa. A lot of people don't see, like against Exhume style tricks, if you've got the mana open, you can bounce it back. You still gain the life. Yeah, I want to play first. Don't care. This isn't really that good of a hand. Fetch, boom. I'll keep it. Well, quite a few Marasa targets. Fetch those walls. Get the Tusker math going on. Ha! He mulligans to 6, or she. All right. Let's show our cards. Doink. Off to Wild Growth Land. Here we are. I haven't considered losing Wild Growths. Same complaint as the extra lands later. You're just like, I'm tired of drawing lands. Yeah, it's got to be the weirdest matchup. I'm sitting here with a... let me do this. I'm going to pitch this to go get a forest. Draw a card. Do this. Play this guy out. There we are. Yeah, it's not going to be that easy to do with a 1-2. We've got quite a few gain lifeitudes. Get that Tusker out. I think that's goal 1 unless Crusher shows up. Crusher's just been hiding forever. So anyway, the whole reason I brought up that Stitches story, one of the only things I've got to do today other than just the whole mathnasium parkour thing is to go get my son, get his Stitches out. All right. Now here we are with this. Let's go fetch this. Two, 4, 6. Let's see. I could do that. I could sit back on that. Maybe I should have grabbed a tinder wall there. Could have thrown out Crusher. Let me hold off here. Just in case they're going to go off, I'll at least have another Marasa in response. Some other trick. It's funny, you're going up against a severely handicapped opponent as far as what's in their hand, but you just know that they just have that, just a bag of kerosene with a little spark. It's like, is the spark this turn? We're not putting much pressure on them. From your graveyard. Not much I can do about that. Alrighty. I'll pop this and cycle. We'll go get red since we don't have it yet. Hey, the Crushers have come out to play. All right. We'll say green on that. I think I want to just go grab the tinder wall because that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little long-winded to get there, but we'll try it here. Crusher next turn, 32 life. That's fun. Yeah, I don't see this deck very often either, Little Fight. I've played against it maybe, this will be like 3 times in a tournament. I don't think I've ever lost to it, but it's one of those you can get severely mad or jealous or all the above when it does go off because you're just like, holy crap, that thing works awesome. That's why we like Reap and Sow though, because we can just use it as a really slow fetch land. But so here's hoping. They've got a lot of cards in their hand. Might be able to spray out a bunch of gray merchants. Pulse of Marasa to the rescue, though, keeping us at a nice fat life total. I might have gotten a little too defensive in nature with that, but I don't think you can blame me being down 0-2. What's the infinite combo there, T-Corp? Oh, is that where you just conjures Bobble and try to mill somebody? It's amazing how much a deck can do if you don't put any land in it. Look what Elves does, right? That little glass cannon. I think this is a glass cannon with about 3 barrels, though. Let me open up the text so if someone wants to read along with what they're doing, you can read it here. Draws a card. Activates the ability. It's got 4 black mana floated for those of you of the Bad Eye Persuasion. Blood Celebrants out. 1 black, pay a life, add 1 mana of any color. Maybe I should bring in Serrated Arrows. I'll do that games too. If we get there. This is when I wish I did have F6 mapped. I can just sit back and watch them go. 6 black mana in the house. Grey Merchant, Cavern Harpy, Remnonic Wall. Ah, yeah, I've seen that before. That's right. Pit Keeper, Blood Celebrant. That's right. Do love those kind of switcheroo builds where you can... Person's like, oh, now I'll hit you with this. It almost seems better than One Land Spy. You see, guys? See what happens when you don't play Fairy Macabre? The 1 week I don't have it in my sideboard. Booyah! Three mana left. He's transmuting that to get the Balstrad Spy. Oh, thank you for that. I never knew I could just right-click. Heal through the turn. Thank you, Zerlik. So used to hot buttoning it. You know, I'm almost mad that I know that now because I'll probably start doing it a little too often. I've noticed I've had a lot of games when I'm not streaming where I'm like, oh man, I probably would have definitely lost that if I didn't F6 there. Yep, that's right, Sacred Co-Credit. Aha! Well, he's got 2 ways to get those dudes, doesn't he? Let me go get a land. Or should I just bring out the creature? See, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to draw into another one. I'm just going to cast creatures. Doink. Here we are. I'm going to run him out of time. Boink. This is like trying to fight antimatter. It's like I'm trying to blow up stuff that he only has 1 of in his deck. Like Shirazman said it all. It's like Ponza versus One Land Spy. Don't see that every day. So I kind of like the arrows here. I mean, we've got so many dead cards. If I've got nothing better to do with 4 mana, I'll bring them out there. Stop stuff from going crazy. Might want to bring in even more life gain. I'll bring these in for my stuff. In a pinch, I'll just hit them. And I'll lose the Recluses, actually. Those are just depressing when I see them and I need speed to kill stuff with. All right. Let's hopefully we can win our first one here. Be funny if we went out. All right, we got life. We got life. Not the greatest, but I don't know. We got our worst creature in this matchup. We do have steady life gain, though. Boy, what a weird hand. What do you guys think of this? I'm 50-50. Anyone? Anyone? Hunches to throw this back. You do have the life, though. Anyone there? Anyone? Mulligan says fun, fun. Anybody else? I'm tempted. I'd keep it, says T-Core. 1 and 1. Yeah, the benefit is we've got 2 life a turn starting on turn 3. Alright. That keeps got it. Let's hope he doesn't go off in 1 turn. Of course, nothing really stops that. Here we go. Oop. Yeah, knowing that right-click thing, I don't think it's going to mess with me because that's technically like 3 steps. When it's 1 button, you get that kind of nervous twitch just to do it all the time. So, come on, land. Give me another one. He reveals a land. Ah, a probe. Might not be enough if he goes off here. Telling you, that's true about a lot of decks. Marasa just gained life, it would be pretty awesome. I mean, it'd be a bad nourish unless you're on multicolored deck, but man, that ability to just interact with any graveyard. I've saved some Exhume problems from going off that way. It's like, get that back. Gain 2 life. Yield this. I right click all the time on cards. I just never thought to do it on the battlefield. Thanks to Ginzer. That was pretty funny. Alright, well, next turn I'll start doing stuff seriously. 4 life a turn. Let's go. I had that issue switch to low latency mode on Twitch and it sped up. Man, yeah, that's a pretty serious delay, guys. Deshaun McLean with the solution, maybe? Or not? Our opponent is taking a lot of time, so this is bad news for us, only at 22 life. Have no threats on the board. Down comes the forest. Probably thinks we have a bunch of land destruction, but we don't. We're just trying to stay alive. Well, 2 mana is not really going to do us anything, so I might as well make it 4 pretty soon. We'll make that a red. We'll bring this in like that. Ready to go. Maybe sit on a end of turn Marasa. There's really nothing to target though. Open up the graveyard so I don't get confused. Sacrifice the bubble, put up to 1 card on your graveyard on the bottom of your library, draw a card. I kind of want to see my Gorilla Shaman show up. Yeah, I know, they're like totally, that's why I was kind of giggling at myself. It's like, I think the main reason was because I have been playing so long, right clicking in Magic's just interface never worked. And yeah, I just never thought to do it on the actual battlefield. It's pretty funny. Alright, we're at 30 life. I think we're going to bring out arrows. Now we can interact. we've got a Marasa target. Here they go. Let's see what this is. Transmuting the House Guard for Bastard Spy. Zap. Boom. 5 mana. Down comes the spy. How many creatures? Look at the cards. Interfaces on look at the cards. That's what my theory was, T-Core, but I don't play enough of this to really know. Already it. Pit Keeper in the house. Yeah, Gary might be able to get him there faster. Yeah, Cryptrat would be pretty bad. Bad times. He's getting a Blood Celebrant. I love Pit Keeper. I built a lot of decks around that. So, which should I kill, the Pit Keeper or the Celebrant? And he can respond in time with 23 mana out. Yeah, he might just be trying to go for the volume play here. Morgue Theft, grabbing Cavern Harpy. We've got a nice way to interact with that. Enters the battlefield, return a blue or black creature to your owner's hand. Kill the Blood Celebrant. Right now? Or do I kill the Harpy? Of course not, because you can just return it for 1 life, right? Kill it now! Do it now! Whoosh. Thank you, T-Core. Probably would have lost that one if you didn't tell me that. I just have no experience with this list. I mean, I guess you can just go get it back, right? Via the Pit Keeper. I was tempted to grab the Pit Keeper, but maybe that'll eat up enough mana to make a difference. Yeah, Ponza versus One Land Spy, Walt Smart. Not been a good day for me. I'll definitely need my 2-week break of Pauperganda after this. Lick my wounds. We're already down 0-2 and looks like they might be doing it here. Well, at this point, yield through the turn. Hypnotic does it. Yeah, just for the education, right? I know Little Fight's kind of curious how this works, so cast Songs of the Damned. Cavern Harpy, but yeah, if recurring Gary starts showing up, Gray Merchant's in his yard. Oh, it takes that long to go off, huh, T-Core? Interesting. Well, that being said, I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. 18. What happened? I lost half my life. Let's get in the wall. As long as the dam comes back. Ah, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take him 9 minutes to kill me here, guys. We get it. We're down 0-3. Crunch. I'm even impatient when I have a option of waiting around and winning via that way, but not with 9 minutes. I was gone 40 seconds and he took half my life away, so. Whambo. Holy crap. What a depressing beginning. Hopefully I can up my mood and get things going here. Darn it. Not a commercial yet. Actually, since I'm all refreshed, I'm going to roll the one while I'm waiting for the opponent so you guys don't have to stare at my boring mug. So I'm still waiting for the thing, but we'll be back in just a few seconds, hopefully. Alright. What a cool name. Super Cow. Yeah, I want to play first. I want to try to win first. Let's do something. Yeah, we'll keep. Kill this. Some nice screen real estate going here. Here we go with the sprawl. This stage I'm going to call green. Rock like this. Yeah, just about any graveyard help would have been nice there. Hey, something spicy. Some sort of Rakdos technology. Weird, but alright. We'll go here with call red. Bring out our spy. And turn on our gosh darn acid moss, hopefully. Get another land out. Werebear. Interesting. Well, we're going to help them out with Threshold, that's for sure. Keep them on green. Here we go. Let's blow up some stuff. Go get a land. 2 won't get me none. Here we are. Yeah, I've always had a crush on Infect and Land Destruction. Always trying to make those things work. At the detriment to my play point count, but I might have to play Delver here soon if this keeps up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've already got Tusker Math. Kind of want to shut him off of I'm just going to kill the land there. Yeah, better as a blocker right now. Come on, Omog. Lightning incoming. Not for a few turns, if I can help it. Nimble Mongoose. Remember when that got spoiled? Everybody was on the zoo train. It's like, Kurt Ape, a deck does not make. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just got it all natural here. No more attacking. Recluse will be nice against Shroud, won't it? Or a 4/4. Boy, this thing is colorful. I thought One Land Spy was a good matchup. Wink, wink. Now we got this. Boy, that might be better as a blocker. Just going to bring it out. Boom, boom, boom. I even thought the other night, like, man, maybe I should just lose Crusher. Just keep it all. It's that bow on the top of the present, though, when you get... oh, that's a nice card for that build. It's that bow on the top of the present when you paid your dues, got your land out, you're ramping stuff up. Bam! You hit them with that. But no. Threshold, threshold, threshold. Alrighty. Yeah, here comes Threshold. I'm hellbent. Have fun with your Blightning now. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even without the wall, we got Crusher math. These 4/4s are getting pretty big. Good news is it got a kind of double block with the Tusker out there. No first strike shenanigans. We're all right. I'm liking Recluse. Don't like that. Keep him honest. Has he got a bolt for that one planned? Good times. I think that's better as a mystery in my hand than it is playing it out. Watch we draw another land and be like, no! Alright. Well, that's an easy choice. But if he's got another one, 2 in the yard already. That's coming through. I'm not going to stop that guy. Come on over, Marauders. It's awfully quiet in the chat, guys. Entwine. He's got green. I'm going to rock for that. I'll grab this. Reveal this. Not many lands left. Here we go. Come on now. I feel like one of those Peanuts drawings. A little dust cloud of just negativity over my head right now. I'm just so like, ugh, just in a funk. 2 relic decks in a row. Yes. I did manage to blow up a wild growth land the other day, says Fun 18. It feels quite silly. Oh, yeah, if you click too fast. Been there, done that. Most probable is like when you've got the carrion feeder or like a Mog Raider and you're clicking a little too fast and you sack the dude to itself or whatever. It's like, no! Double Swamps. What a strange looking board. I just wanted to get rid of the red. Thinking that maybe he's got 4 edicts in this list, but 2 are already gone, so I thought the probability was better going after the red source. Yeah, playing slow just so beneficial. I don't know why this guy's waiting here. I would just swing. Yeah, you'll lose a werebearer, but Or that. Yeah, right, Werebear. Let's dance. Now can I draw another big fatty? Hopefully of the 8/8 style. What on earth? This is really, really depressing. He's playing a 3-color deck. We're playing land destruction. And I just knew that was coming up. I just knew it. What is that? 8, 12. Yeah, we're dead. 3-color. I'll just write that so it'll sting a little bit more later. The big L. All right, let's win out here. Launch rod, a lot of stuff. Sandstorm's going to be really good here. I'll bring in those. We want to keep all of our land destruction. Reckless is pretty good here too. Yeah. There's one Tusker. Maybe the Shamblers. I'm going to lose a land grant. I'm tired of getting flooded here. We'll be 17 on the draw. Let's go. All right. Well, it'd be nice if we had an elf, but I'll keep this. Let's get our 5/5. Good news is the deck seems to take a while to go online. Bad news is he might be playing like with the rest, so thank goodness we've got 3 copies. The aforementioned Spell and the Swirling Sandstorm. Oh. Here we go, here we go. Hey, any UFC fans out there? The Yoel Romero's fighting. One of my favorite fighters. I'm in the minority thinking he's going to take the belt. But if this is any judge, as far as my record today, don't listen to what I'm saying. Good grief. Tomorrow's show is stacked. Yes. Yeah, the weigh-ins are any minute now, I think. I don't know. That CM Punk guy's so weird. I hope for his sake he actually shows up and does something, but I was just brutally honest with what the sport is. You know, I don't have an elf out, and he might have land destruction, so I'm going to divvy up my love. Let's see. He's playing all the land destruction colors. I was thinking that might happen. Sindeth is because they implemented that old system again because Dana was too getting mad at people like missing weight and stuff, and so he made it like the day of. So I'm kind of not surprised. Yeah, that dude's like I think Joe Rogan called him like a superhero, and in real life he's, man, just freak show genetics. And he's like 41 or something. He's not that much younger than me. 2, 4, 6, 7. We're almost there. I'd rather have a blocker out. And also a target for, what do you call, Chainer's Edict if he's got it. So now if we draw any sort of our land stuff, we'll be all right. Yeah, I think Punk's going to return to the hospital. It's almost insulting to the sport. Like, yeah, I'm just going to jump in here. And I know he's trained really hard and everything, but it's like, man, those are killers. You know, just like rink-a-dink. Oh, I'm going to jump in. I mean, he's got big cojones for doing it. You're going to get that threshold whenever you want, baby. Here it comes. Boop, 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 boop. I got your threshold right here. Love the name. Super Cow. All right. That's how that should have gone game 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It is a money-making game after all. All right. I got early land destruction. We've got our dude. Be nice if an elf would show up. Probably won't live long against this deck. Talk about I want it all .deck. Like, play all the colors. Makes things like prisms so cool. Often thought of like making like a 4 or 5 color, well, I guess you can't do 5 color land destruction. White doesn't really have any, but run off of prisms and stuff. Would be pretty cool. And it kind of sucks for us. There's a lot more where that came from. Thankfully we got the other one. Get them off black, and red is the name of the game. Kind of wish this was a forest. We'll do that next turn though. Man, if this said enchant land, that'd be so awesome. Yeah, I think I've been against Overeem for a while. That guy needs to stop fighting. Rashad's not very far behind him either. This guy's just, as warriors, they just don't know when to stop. There should be a position in the UFC where there's just like some overlord that's just like, look, dude, you've just fought too many times. Nobody wants to see you go out dripping. Like, as far, you know, just as far as effort and such goes. Oh, panoramas. You don't see these very often anymore. A lot of people don't even know about them. Nice way to get in a mana that doesn't really screw up your tempo and pitch it when you need to. Alrighty. Cycle time. Let's go get a forest. Draw some lands. Go like this. And you know what? I still want to divvy this up. I don't have an elf out, and this kind of acceleration, he might have land destruction, so. That being said, we can target just about anything. That panorama is pretty nice tech against me. No, he wasn't expecting this, but still. You still got to tap it to do it, though. To the graveyard. He revealed Rugged Highlands. That'll be our target. Sucks though, he's at 7. So now if we kind of do anything with our list. Alright, Crushers. I know I said I missed you, but this is getting a little ridiculous. 2, 4, 6. We could just use the fetch ability of Reap and Sow, but that's going to prevent him, at least trying to prevent him from having 4/4s next turn. Of course, he's going to have them no matter what, so I shouldn't really play around that. I don't think blowing up his land's the play here. I think we go get our land, because that way if we draw a land, we've kind of got it, and then we bring out our Recluse. At least that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to search here. Trade with a Werebearer. At least develop our board a little bit here. 6. What a weird looking hand we got now. Now where's our flood? Here come the fatties. Well, he just drew all the basics there. I wonder which ones he's going to keep. Let's see. Keeps the swamp. Yeah, here comes an edict probably. Or not. Could go Wayfarer in that. That would be a lot of damage, Captain. It helps a bit. I'll lose this. He'll pitch it. All these colorful lands, he might not have enough basics to fill. All right. 2, 4, 6, 7. Anything we draw next will be good. Actually, that's a lie. If we drew like a wild growth, it would suck. So let's put that out there to test my theory of the negative mirror universe. Boy, if he lightnings us now, it's going to really hurt. Be like, no! All our candy! Yeah, Enchantland, the universe hates me. Alright. I can do stuff with this. Let's get rid of the colors. Now we've got Edict Insurance. What's coming down? We better draw something quick. We're going to lose to Zoo. All right. Then we won the second one, but... So I'll be taking... If I do that, I'm at 6, and then I'm in Lightning Bolt range. Kind of want to... There's almost nothing we can do here. We draw a land, he's just going to attack with everything anyway. 6. My goodness. Let's not forget, we could draw our board sweeper. In that case, it's kind of our only out to draw one of our sandstorms here. We've got 3 of them. About 20 cards into our deck. We should see one. God, I would love to draw it right now. It's like, talk about overkill. It's like, you got me. What are you playing that for? Swirling Sandstorm! Thank you for joining me on today's Loserganda. Ah, darn it, darn it. Oh, no. Oh, good. The audio's working. All right. Yep. Bam, dudes. 04 start. Captain Suckoff. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. This is terrible. I'll be right back.
Action, please. Action, Orson, please.
Just do anything?
No, it's sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling. 102, take 2.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
102, take 3. Action, please.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
And we're back. Hopefully you guys haven't seen that. I was kind of slow to see it. I just didn't know about it. There's a lot of those little internet things out there, and one of my friends knows I like Orson Welles, and I was like, I've never seen that. And he was like, what? He goes, it's like one of the best things to have. It's fun. It's pretty, I mean, if you bring a tier 1 deck to it, it's pretty hard to not be able to go infinite. Then when you win enough, you get a little more daring, and you want to try silly stuff like this in front of a live audience and crash and burn. That happens too. Oh, here we go. We'll probably get burned out now that we're not running Marasa in the last round here. We shall see. I'm not going to wait for it. I don't think I've ever seen that before either, says Shirazwan. Oh, good. Yeah, it's just so, man, he is just so out of it. It gets funnier the more you watch it. So, Cycle's a cave. Not really a good sign for us, because he's probably on burn. Being on burn without our Marasa. Normally when I play this kind of build, if you're new to this, This is an experiment today that's gone horribly wrong. But normally I run all 4 Pulsamarasas so that burn isn't even an issue and I can kind of recycle stuff, and I am missing it tremendously. It saved us at least one game. Let's cycle this. We'll get our mountain so we can start chain lightning him back. One of the few ways we have to interact with a lot of his stuff as far as his creatures go. Ah, darn it. Alright. Next turn. Yeah, that's like, well, that was the last time when I 5-0'd on here was when we played Mezzo's list. It was like, just felt hard not to win. It was like, God, no wonder so many people play this, but we're here to promote the format first and foremost, and we're always trying to, let's keep this guy off of this, show you what's new and cool out there. It gets awfully boring doing anything else. And even that being said, when I do have a deck I'm kind of fond of, I'll just stick with it, and then about 2 weeks into it, at most, I'm like, I'm tired of this, got to move on. So my impatience is a benefit. That's a good try, fun. Can't do any worse than me. I think we've only had one outing where I went 0-5 in all the years we've done it, but we're right up against it today. Okay, Molt Shambler's going to make some quick work. I wish I could have grabbed a curse with it, but a land will be good enough. We'll say red on this too. Never know when we might need it. Try blocking that, Alchemist. And if you are blowing up lands against burn, it's very good to actually aim at the basics if you have an option, if there's a cave out there, just so that you really put the screws to them if they want to go all in with a Fire Blast move. Let's thin out the deck, but by doing so we know what we're going to draw next. It'll be another land probably, or land grant. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Anything we draw. We just don't want to draw land or enchantments. Come on, Olmog. T-Core says I got a black-white brew that's all life gain, all those edicts and all those colors. Monarch. Got nowhere. Blowing up the goods, drawing what he needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands for our opponent already. That's not doing any good in this matchup except turning on Searing Blazes. Already knows we got the forest, so I'm not going to play any hide and seek. Hopefully maybe Chain Lightnings here. We can at least get rid of the Alchemist. Nope. I think we might go 0-5 for the second time in history. There it is, folks. Flood after looking. And very typical of the MTG universe, we bring in Deadly Recluses, all 4, with some decent logic. I discussed at the top of the show. It's good against all Delver variants, even elves against like the Vanguard and such. You're not going to be able to power through with the all this stuff. Stompy, Infinity, Dimir with the Anglers. It's good against all of it. But it's really good against the reason we put it in, against Delver having an early answer, and we never saw it once. Yeah, we're definitely losing this game. Probably shouldn't even go through the motions here. He's at 20 life. We haven't even done much here. And if, oh, I was expecting a little bit of a Fire Blast there. We've got to keep our Spider back. But yeah. Pretty much any spell here and we're dead. Here we go. Kind of excited. Yeah, that'll be my new goal for today. It'll be like, let's get to 0-5 for the second time. Forget how we did it that last time. I think I played Creatureless Infect or something. It's one of those, had a lot of extra points, and I was like, screw it. Yeah, I was like, yep, see what happens? Bam! I love when it's at that little 45 there. Okay. Off to game 2. We're going to bring in all our life gain. Nature's Claim's coming in and just zap our own stuff. Kind of like Serrated Arrows for the knowing that he's on the Archer. I'm going to lose Earth Rift. Not too into the Tusker plan there. Definitely going to lose all of our Recluses. One more thing to go. I'll lose a land grant. I think I've got one too many lands in this list the way it's been feeling. That being said, watch Screw Time. Yeehaw. Oh yeah, Recluses are definitely out. Well, it's alright. It's kind of a flooded hand. Don't have any life gain. We do have turn 2 Acid Moss, but is it worth keeping it for that? I don't know. I do know. I think the answer is no. Yeah, I'm going to throw this back. And no lands, but we got life gain. Mulligan that. Oh, come on, MTG. I took one land grant out. Here we go. And keep. And top. Somebody doesn't like me out there. My goodness. Maybe I do need a vacation. I will be in Kauai for a good week plus without my computer, so maybe that'll do something. I don't know. Reveal this. Hey, if we get flooded and we draw land, we'll be all right. Posa Marasa. In a pinch, we'll just throw his land back in his hand. We're definitely going for the mountain. Wow. Ugh. Hey, all right. There's a little bit of hope. Will we mull the 3? Can't remember last time I mulled the 3. It's been quite a while. Usually if you're playing like a combo deck or something very finicky. He's got both of his pieces out early. Yikes. Not looking good for us. We don't even have a way to deal with this. Alright. Maybe a curse will come down and we can actually do it. He drops another land. I might be tempted to just throw his other land right back into his hand. Yeah, he's got 3 already. I'm just trying to stay alive here. Depends what he hits us with. What is this? Well, this will make the decision real easy. We will float the land. Then go get our land back. Strange doing that knowing that we have Marasa in our hand, but oh well. Got these amplifiers out. Marasa's more of a what's that one card? Peach Tree Blessing or whatever that was. Gain 2 life. This tournament can't end soon enough. My goodness, I am in a funk. Definitely going to 05. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. This can negate a little bit of that. It's like an extra slap in the face because we played Burn and crashed and burned hard last week. And it's like, here it is. This is how you play it. None of these 2/2 haste dudes. Play it the right way with Firebrand Archer. Hey, I got a target. Funny why he would do that. I guess Well, it'll be a short stream. Don't even have red sources to do our little tricks back. Here we go with this. All that's going to attempt to do is shut down one attack from the Firebrand Arch. It's not even going to do that because the curse will still get through. We are dead meat, folks. Oh, it's all right, T-Core. It's been quite a while since we 0-5'd. It's got to happen at some time eventually, right? At least it wasn't with some established perfect thing that's not supposed to lose, but... Oh! Yeah, this guy's got it. I don't know what... If there is an out here, if we got a red source and he chains, even then he's got enough mana to where he can just chain us back to the face, and then it's like our little play of getting rid of his amplifiers aren't going to work out. So I hate this. Every time I tune in, I get a 4,000 resource format error. I know, in Scroton, we looked into it, and there's nothing we can do on our side. Yeah, and that's the thing that bugs me is a lot of people say it's only on this channel, and when I looked into it, they're like, no, it's definitely on the other person's end. So that's the part that kind of is making me a little nervous. It's like, is there something we can do? Because yeah, I don't know if anybody can do it. Got 2 weeks to figure it out, but I'm not hearing any solutions. And the Twitch people, you know, we're saying it's on the server side, but you know, that might just be one of those quick little comments to shoo somebody away and move it on to the next problem in their inbox or whatever like that. So yeah, but if any of you are really tech sophisticated and there's some little thing I can do, I'm not sure what it is, because I didn't change anything. Just was it like 3 or 4 weeks ago? It just started and been kind of the bane of the show. I think we're losing a lot of viewers too, because it's just frustrating. I wouldn't want to sit through that. And it wants to watch an 05 performance too, to boot. Hey, I do need a vacation. Burn. LL. Dead. Well, at least we'll roll a few nice commercials after this. Go from there. Man, oh man. What gave this deck the staying power when it's mono green is that ability to stick with it and get to your big fatties with former Ross's main. But this is Crash and Burn Central. All right, for the second time in our history, we go 0-5. And oh, that feels bad. 10 points? Are you kidding me? Nuts. I was tempted to play RDW, but sure couldn't have gone any worse. I put in Renegade Freighter in RDW because my youngest is just crushing me with this card. I mean, when you get those things that just don't turn on, and I mean, it's a 5/4 trample and gets around COPs and prismatic strands and just crazy. So anyway, so hey guys, can't go much worse than that. But that being said, I'm gonna see you in a long time. There won't be any show for the next 2 weeks, and you know, I'll lick my wounds and see. I'll probably be in quite a few tournaments between now and then. But anyway, for the next 2 Fridays, guys, we won't be here. And if this show is any guesstimate, maybe I do need the rest. Anyway, spread the word about Pauper, everybody. We'll see you next time on Pauperganda. Here's some good stuff.
You got it all planned out. Tonight is gonna be perfect. Until she gets a whiff of your bad breath. Yuck! Now, fix bad breath fast with Galvanic Blast. Our breath mints use only the rarest scent crystals, unearthed from certified Mirrodin mines. Don't trust those other mints, they'll leave you hydro-blasted. For flavor that will last, choose Galvanic Blast. Dealing damage to bad breath longer than any mint legal on the Tin Street market. For long-lasting flavor that is unsurpassed, choose Galvanic Blast Breath Mint. Feel the blast!
Available at Moros's Market.